The Andy Jang and Hetty Raw roast battle. Yeah, we're excited for that. If all goes according to plan, their friendship will be ruined. Okay, that's what I hope and that's what I want. Okay, I was dreaming about this all night last night. Oh man, it's not too much. Raptors won. That's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little torn up about it. Okay, because on one side, Jeremy Lin, champion, right? On the other side, you know Drake's new album's gonna be terrible, okay? It's just gonna be so bad. Nobody makes good music after being so happy, okay? Man, you guys, we're using apps, Venmo, Apple Pay. Yeah, like Venmo, Apple Pay. Woo! Mobile payments, yeah. Use a lot. We use a lot of monetary transactions with our phones now. And you know, I'm kind of scared of living in a cashless world, you know? Because cash is by far my favorite prop in a hip-hop music video. Yeah, it's just not the same if I'm watching a Future music video and he's just doing like +1, +1, +1, +1, +1 to a stripper named Chastity. It's just not the same thing, right? No, well, man, you guys seen the movie Us with Jordan Peele?
Yep.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's good. Don't worry, those of you who haven't seen it, you don't need to in order to get this joke, all right? You know, the funny part about Us is, you know, somewhere out there, some guy that was super afraid of a rejection took a girl he had a crush on to the movie, and at the end of it, he was like this. So, what do you think about us? Haha. What do you think about us? Haha, what do you think? I'm not gonna lie, that guy was me. It worked out pretty well, though. I'm not gonna lie, it worked out pretty well. So, I'm actually dating a lawyer right now. Yeah. It's great. There's a lot of good things about dating a lawyer. For example, it's greater conversations. Picks up the bill every now and then. Also some bad stuff, okay? One time I asked her to send me a nude, and she sent me back a confidentiality agreement to sign. No, but living in New York, I've done an okay amount of dating, you know? And then every now and then I'll go on a date and the girl will say something really weird and it'll kind of throw off the entire date. For example, one time I was on a date with this Asian girl. She said, hey, if you can guess where I was born, the next round of shots is on me. And I was like, oh, a hospital. She didn't buy those round of shots, all right? This other time, I was hanging out with this girl. She said, hey, do you want to see something cute? I was like, yeah, sure. She pulled up a YouTube video of otters. She said, do you know that otters like to hold each other's hands when they're sleeping so they don't drift apart? That's so cute. I was so mad because, yo, we're in Italy right now, right? Nothing otters can do is cuter than us being in Italy right now, right? They can't order pasta. They can never potentially recreate that scene from Lady and the Tramp, you know? That's the thing. You can't compare humans to otters, right? Totally different. You know, humans, we do so many things differently. For example, we're the only species that eats honey mustard. Okay? I mean, bears will eat honey and bears will eat mustard, but they're not smart enough to combine it and put it on a turkey sandwich. That's it, right? And otters, they don't do that because they like each other. They do it for survival. You know? They do it because a long time ago, one otter took a nap and then went over a waterfall, and the other otters were like, oh shit, we probably shouldn't let that happen anymore. No. But to be honest, holding hands, that's entry-level affection. You know? You hold hands before you even kiss somebody. Before you guys even are dating. If otters really loved each other, yo, show me a YouTube video of them choking each other during sex. Okay? Because that's the most intimate thing you can do to a loved one with your hands. That's it. But they can't even do that. They don't have opposable thumbs. The most that they can hope to do is to lean over and put their paws on each other. They can't even do that. Their fur's too thick. It blocks the windpipe too well. She ended up making me really sad, you know? That I was never going to experience the joy of choking each other during sex. She never returned my text. Oh, but dating, a lot of what goes into dating, I feel like, as a guy, is having a good job, right? And women and girls, they put a lot of value into you having a good career, making good money, and it sucks if you have a terrible job. But I figured out a way that you can make any job sound instantly cooler and exponentially sexier, okay? You guys ready? Just put international behind the job title. This works for anything, any job. Just give me any job title right now. Somebody throw something out.
Dishwasher.
Dishwasher. That's gross. Bro, I don't even get benefits, you know? You buy salads. Domestic? Gross. But yo, if you're an international dishwasher, yo, how good are your dishwashing skills? Are you washing dishes in Dubai? Like, what's going on? Oh, man. So, see the difference? Any other jobs? Anyone want to throw some out? Any? Nobody? You guys haven't heard of any jobs ever? Everybody in here is just, what's a job? What's that, man? What do you do? What do you do?
I'm unemployed.
What's up?
I'm unemployed.
See, and even hey, still, okay. This is how well this works, okay. This is how well it works. This is not what I was expecting, but it still works. If you're unemployed, right? You dating him? Also, it works. Okay, all right. All right. He's unemployed, right? But you're still dating. Imagine if he was internationally unemployed and you're dating him, right? Because, oh my God, how much money do you have? You're traveling all these different countries. You don't have a job. You don't care. No benefits. No 401k. You're just living life. That's crazy. She's smiling so much thinking about it, dude. You just gotta be internationally unemployed. That's what you gotta do. See, it works. It works for everything. I feel like it works for non-job titles too, you know? For example, water. That's gross. That's what poor people order at restaurants. But yo, international waters, whew, that's where rich people go to do illegal stuff. You know, that's where rich people go to murder the people who order water at restaurants, the poor people. Right? You take a girl to a house of pancakes, date's over. You take a girl to an international house of pancakes, you might as well take her to Jared's after and buy a ring. That's what happens. That's it. We'll talk about a very tense topic in the Asian American community, all right? Interracial dating, all right? Specifically, Asians, girls dating white dudes, okay? That's all, you guys. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I think that you should date whoever you want to date, right? As long as it's for the right reasons, okay? Well, a lot of my friends, you know, Asian friends, they're out there dating these white dudes, and they're always like, I want him to date me for me, not because he fetishizes Asians, you know, not because he has a fetish, right? Here's a trick, okay? All you gotta do to figure out if a white dude has an Asian fetish or not, you gotta ask him one question, all right? What's your favorite flavor bubble tea? That's it. And if his answer is anything other than, what the fuck is bubble tea? He has an Asian fetish. So what's up, man? What's your favorite bubble tea, bro? What's it? What is it?
Green tea for sure.
Get him out of here. Hey, ladies, watch out for this guy. Hey, red flags. I'm just kidding. I'm sure you guys like each other for your personalities. I'm just kidding. You guys are great. You guys are great. Man, talk about stereotypes, Asian stereotypes. Hate them, right? They're so dumb. One of them, you guys probably heard of it, is that Asians, we like to eat dogs, right? That's so bigoted and hateful. You guys have any idea how much a dog costs? If you guys want to make fun of Asians for something that we do eat, we eat plenty of weird things, you know? For example, Asians, we like to eat beans in our desserts. That's so weird. Everybody's been making fun of the wrong race this entire time for eating beans, is what I'm trying to say. Another thing, that Asians, we all look alike, right? Right? Of course you guys heard this. But I can always tell whether or not a girl's Korean. Here's a trick, okay? You guys ready? It's whether or not I fall in love with her immediately or not. That's it. No, I'm talking about Koreans. Dude, I love Korean. We got any Koreans in the house? Hetty only has herself as a Korean friend. She grew up in Flushing her entire life. You guys are liars. Come on, this is a safe space right now. This is a safe space right now. All right, I'm gonna pretend there's more Koreans than that. Yo, Koreans, I love Korean people, right? Because Korean people, they'll be good at something and they'll be like, no, fuck that. We're taking it to the next level, you know? Like Korean people, they're already good at competitive video games, esports. But then they're like, no, fuck that. We gotta take it to the next level. In Korea, they train 18 hours a day. They all live together in a house, playing games together, right? Here's how good Koreans are. I'll be watching an esports match, and then the commentators will say something inadvertently racist, you know? Like I'll be watching it, they'll say something like, up next is JP Sark from the EU. He's a very talented player, but he's no Korean. You can't say that in any other sport, right? Like imagine if I said that Michael Vick, he's a good football player, but he's no white quarterback, you know? I'd get fired immediately, even if I didn't work at ESPN or something. If I had worked at an insurance company, I'd drop that bid at the water cooler. Just fired immediately. To be honest, watching non-Korean dudes play video games is really boring. It's like watching the Canadian Football League, you know? That's how good Koreans are. They transcend racism. That's how good they are at sports. Esports. No, but esports very heavily dominated by males. But I want you guys to get the wrong idea, okay? Korean girls are also very good at playing games. By games, I mean playing with my heart and my emotions. They're so good. They're so great at skincare, you know? Skincare. Asians we have already great skin, we age so well, but Koreans are like, no, fuck that, we gotta take it to the next level. You know, they're so good at skincare. Like if a Korean girl right now told me the secret to clear skin was to jump off a bridge, I would be like, oh, is that before or after you exfoliate? Korean skincare process is so long, convoluted, it's 10 steps, 10. Yo, let's double the 5 stages of grief, you know? I'm not saying that Korean people don't care about mourning their loved ones. They just care about their skin twice as much as that. Koreans are so good at skincare, my number one fear if I was ever traveling in Korea is a zombie apocalypse. I wouldn't be able to tell like which is a zombie and which is like a real person. I'd be like, yo, is that blood around your mouth or sriracha sauce? Like, I don't know. What's going on? No, damn good. They're great at music too, right? Music. But then they're like, no, fuck this, we gotta take it to the next level. And they invented BTS. You guys know about BTS? Yeah, so BTS. You guys don't know, they sell stadium shows in minutes, right? They have 3 #1 albums in a year, a record only previously held by the Beatles, right? Millions of teenage girls want to bang them. Which is hilarious because they all have bowl cuts, you know? You know how hard it is to be sexually attracted to a bowl cut? That's how good BTS is. Yo, imagine if Bradley Cooper had a bowl cut. Yo, A Star Is Undone if Bradley Cooper had. Bradley Cooper. That's how good BTS is. Also, too, BTS, people can name every single member on BTS. You know what I mean? Like there's people out there who can name every single one. I don't think anybody can name any other member on Maroon 5 other than Adam Levine. Anybody here want to take a shot? Anybody know him? See? Nobody. You guys probably don't know how many members there are on Maroon 5. You guys want to take a guess? It's okay, you guys can talk. This is a moment in the set. 5? No. Right? 4? No. None. It's 7. Right? You guys know there's a black guy in Maroon 5? Yeah. That's why BTS is so good. We know how many people there are on it, what their names are, and that they're all Korean. That's it. Man. Another race I have utmost respect for, Italians, okay? Italian people. Italian people are so gangster, okay? Not because of the mafia stereotype, but because, Italian people, they killed Jesus, stole his idea for unlimited breadsticks, and then opened up Olive Garden. That's it. It's so easy to get canceled nowadays, but, they did it. And Italian food is still everybody's top 3 favorite things. That's why I think they're all saying, forget about it, They forget that we killed Jesus. That's it. Now, Italian. It's birthplace of the Renaissance, too. In college, I studied a lot of art history. And the thing about art history is you gotta look at a lot of dicks. And the thing about art history dicks is they're all super tiny, you know? And supposedly they're super tiny because the Greeks thought they were superior or whatever, but no, that's not why. They're small because if you're an artist, you want to get the dick done with as fast as possible and then move on. You know? Like, imagine if Michelangelo's roommate walked in on him, you know, and he was just going to town, he was just like shaping the dick. He quit art forever. We would never have Pietà, Sistine Chapel, and we only had 3 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How we doing tonight, guys? Yeah, we having fun? Alright, I'm gonna be your host tonight. You guys are a great crowd. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna be coming up, you know, bringing some people up and stuff. But yeah, let's make some noise, yeah. Excited, yeah. First comedian coming to the stage, you guys are gonna love him. He performs all over town. Performs at the Comedy Cellar. He was recently featured in the South China Morning Post. Right now, let's make some noise, show some love for Alvin Kwai.
Thank you. Get up for round 3 one more time. Your host, yeah. He loves Koreans, man. I didn't know that about him. Yeah, this is a huge fire hazard we have back here. If a fire breaks out, we're all dead. There's no way any of us survive. So anyways, comedy show, I don't know. I've never been close with like any professors in my life, you know? Like any like academic people. Kind of creep me out a little bit. I feel like a lot of them will like throw in like sexual terminology into their lectures for like no reason at all. Like I remember I was reading this like history textbook in high school, and it was talking about globalization. And there was a passage in the book. It said globalization brought upon an orgy of different cultures. Woo! Why? Why say orgy? Plus, where do you go from there? An orgy of different cultures and a bukkake of different languages and customs. Like, I would want to read an entire history textbook written like that, though. I think that'd be interesting. You know, you just read about how France surrendered after it was double penetrated by Germany and Italy. Someone just died over there. Damn it, my bag's back there. That was the only glass of water we had to put out the inevitable fire that'll burn all of us down. I don't know. Man, I was reading this article in the New York Times, and you close that door, yeah. I was reading this article in the New York Times, and yeah, it was interesting, man. It was saying that men reach their sexual peak at age 50, and it was also saying that women reach their sexual peak at age 18. Yeah, I don't know who wrote the article, but it was definitely a 50-year-old dude. There's no way it wasn't a guy who was exactly 50. Just like, dude, I'm peaking right now, bro. I'm peaking, dude. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could write articles and fucking hype yourself up like that. Because in that case, I've been doing some research on my own. Okay, now I don't know if you guys knew this, but do you guys know, according to my own scientific research, Asian men actually have the nicest dick holes? Did you know that? We have the nicest dick holes. It's crazy. It's a perfect circle. There's no edges, dude. It's wild. Some of you guys are like, what's his dick hole? I don't know, man. One thing I'm a fan of like 90s rap. That's something I'm a fan of. I love 90s hip-hop, dude. Yeah, I love 90s hip-hop. And here's the reason why I love like 90s rappers from the 90s. Because rappers from the 90s are actually like gangster dudes, you know? They're actually like hard dudes. But at the same time, their vocabulary was like really, really good. So they say shit like, I'm gonna murder you surreptitiously, okay? You're gonna realize the effervescent nature of life. You're just like, that was a pretty sentence. You just said, that was gorgeous. I feel like rappers, they can just get away with saying shit just because they have a way with words, you know? Like Eminem, right? Eminem talks about killing his mom, you know? Eminem will say some shit like, I'm gonna stab my mom in the face and then put her head in a suitcase. You're just like, face and suitcase rhyme, dude. That's dope as fuck. That's a cool rhyme right there, dude. That's dope as fuck. I mean, I wish I was a harder dude, you know? I really did. I wish I was harder, but it kind of depends on like the crew you hang out with, though, the place you hang out, you know? Like, I tend to go to like a lot of like bubble tea places, you know? At a bubble tea place, I'm usually the hardest motherfucker in there, so I think it'll be pretty good. yeah, man, I think there's like really like interesting. What the fuck is going on with this? Okay. This is going so smoothly. I'm glad we're all gonna die in the fire by the end of this. That'll be great. Yeah, I think there's a lot of like interesting racial tension in this country. You know, I think there's a lot of hidden racial tension in this country, especially amongst white people. Because what happens in America is like black people give white people a lot of shit, right? But the thing is, white people can't say shit back to black people. They just can't. So what white people do with that pent up frustration is they take it out on Asians. You ever notice that? Just like a black guy will give white guy shit like, man, you're fucking corny and you can't dance, unathletic, right? A white guy would be like, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, let me tell you, this fucking Asian guy over here can't even try, right? Dude, I'm edgy, I'm edgy. I'm just like, I wasn't a part of this, you know? And it's hard, man. It's hard clapping back at white people because white people don't get offended at the word whitey. They don't get offended at the word cracker. So how do you offend white people? And I figured it out. I cracked the code, okay? If you want to piss off a white person, you go up to them and you say this, right? You say, because you're white, you've never had to work hard for anything in your life. They hate that shit so much, dude. They hate it. Start freaking out like, what? Didn't have to work hard? You think oppressing minorities is easy? It's not even true. I know why people worked hard, but it just tickles me. I was at a show one time, and there's a group of old white dudes in the front, right? So I give them a shout out. I shout out to the white dudes in the front. And one was like, yeah, so white. So I guess I never had to work hard for anything in my life, right? I was like, I didn't bring that up, dude. Like, you know how sensitive about something you have to be to bring it up without anyone else even mentioning it? Like, if you're on a date and a girl's like, where are you from? And you're just like, okay, cat's out of the bag. I got a small dick, all right? I got a micro penis. It's tiny. You'd be like, what? What are you talking about? I'll tell you something else. Black people are fucking unhinged around Asian people. Black people will say whatever the fuck they want to Asian people. I cannot tell you how many times I've just been walking down the street and some random black guy comes up to me and starts doing kung fu moves in front of me. That has happened so often. Just like, dude, you do kung fu, dude? And then they have the audacity to like back him and be like, that was original, right? That was clever. I'm just like, no, motherfucker, that happens to me twice a week, every week, motherfucker, go away. Black women keep it simple, they just call me Jackie Chan. Big black woman, keep it real simple. And I always respond the same way, you know? I'm always like, Queen Latifah, please, I'm busy, okay? We don't have time for this. I feel like Asians are just an easy target just because, I don't know. I think some people think like Asians are like entitled in this country, which there's no entitlement. In between being put in internment camps and building railroads, there's no railroad privilege. It doesn't exist. I've ridden Amtrak multiple times. I don't even get a discount. It's bullshit, frankly. Do you know how insane that would be if I tried that shit? Just going up to the conductor like, hey dude, what's up? He's like, where's your ticket? I'm just like, dude. I think my great uncle was very well known around these parts. Yeah. He just told me no way. So, you guys are in a relationship, right? You two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's me.
What's that?
It's us.
No, it's those two. You can leave the jokes to us, okay? That's fine. Let me ask you this: Is she nice to you, complimentary wise? Does she give you a lot of compliments?
No.
Okay. Abusive relationship. Maybe if you got a fucking job, dude. She keeps telling me to get a job and been unemployed for 6 years. Are you guys together? You two? You guys?
We're on a date.
Okay. How many days is this in? No. That's why I asked you guys. If I wanted to guess, it would have been like 2 dates. What's that? Okay. Weird. I don't know. In my experience, I think girls that are very nice to their boyfriends, complimentary-wise. I think you guys give your boyfriends a lot of compliments. And I think it's a problem, ladies. Because what happens is you guys compliment your boyfriend so much that your scrubby-ass boyfriend actually starts to believe all the compliments you pay him, alright? I remember that shit happened to me. My ex-girlfriend in college used to compliment me all the time. She's like, man, your cheekbones are so nice. You have such nice cheekbones, you know? You're so manly. You're such a manly guy. You got a tight ass. Your ass is tight. I remember after hearing all this, I was like, dude, I'm hot as fuck, dude, okay? It actually got to the point where I was like, I'm too hot for this bitch right here, and I broke up with her. Because I was like, dude, these cheekbones and this tight ass, you don't think I'm gonna fucking slay when I get out there, son? My dick hole is perfect! And I'm alone now, so that's great. And I hate first dates just because like, I feel like people should like force interesting questions on first dates, you know? I remember I was talking to this one girl, and she was like, if you could bring one item to a desert island, what would it be? And I was like, I don't know, a dog. I thought that was a great answer. She's like, you know what? I'd bring a library. I'm like, you just got your own question wrong. A library, it's not an item, that's a place. Okay, fine, if you're gonna bring a library, change my answer. I'm gonna bring New York City. That's what I want to bring. She was dumb. I don't know. Drew was talking about the mafia, man. I think the most impressive thing the mafia's ever done is they were able to do everything they did while being fueled by Italian food. That shit is all carbs. It's like, how do you even find the energy to go out and commit crime? And I just want to like nap all day long. Everyone always says The Godfather is like a really realistic portrayal. It's like, dude, I didn't see one insulin shot in that movie. Okay, bullshit, dude. Bullshit. Yeah, my job's not too great. I was a barista for the longest time. Being a barista was pretty awful just because that was like the first service shop I worked. And you realize like the patterns like tipping, working in a service shop. One thing I realized like it's never the big business guys who tip. The guys with like the nice suits, they never tip. It's always other people who work other service shops that tip. Like the guy who works like the smoothie place across the street, that guy would tip, you know? And I went to service shops, so anytime I went to place, I made sure I tip. So it was basically just us service people like tipping each other back and forth, like passing our poverty around to each other. It's like, what is the point of this? They're handing me the same ripped dollar bill that I had 3 days ago, dude. So you don't think I recognize the duct tape on that dollar bill? That's my duct tape right there. And it's not any better now. I fucking temp at a corporate place, and in a corporate environment, you just get in the dumbest conversations. You get some fucking dumb conversations. I remember I was talking to this one recruiter, and he's like, I have this position for you. The hours can be 9 to 5:30 with an hour for lunch. Or what we could do is we could do like a 9 to 5 with like half an hour for lunch. Or what we could do is maybe we could take your lunchtime so that do like 40. He was talking about lunch for like 20 minutes. He just kept talking about lunch. I was like, okay, I get it. You can change the amount of lunch time you take. But after a while, I was like, I should probably contribute to this conversation. So I was like, could we do like an 8:30 to 5 with an hour for lunch? And he was like, ooh, okay, interesting. You're an innovator, I can tell. You're gonna crush it here. I was like, it's dumb shit ever. Here's the last thing I'll say is my lungs collapsed on me 3 times in my life. That's a true thing. My lungs collapsed on me 3 times in my life. Twice in high school and 1 time in college. And by the 3rd time it collapsed, man, we'd always ask the doctor, we'd be like, why does my lung keep collapsing, you know? And the doctor would be like, well, we don't know why your lung keeps collapsing, but what we can tell you is that once it has collapsed before, the chance that it collapses again are higher. And we were like, thank you for that. That was the worst answer ever, dude. Not only did he not answer a question, he also gave us bad news we didn't ask for. That's like if an elementary school kid went to his dad, like, hey dad, could you help me with this long division homework? And dad's like, I gotta be honest, I don't know how to do long division, but what I can tell you is that you're adopted. Okay, that's what I can tell you next. But they eventually did a procedure to like fix my lung, but one of the consequences of that procedure was like, I can't go scuba diving. I can't go scuba diving, man. Which, before that, I really didn't give a fuck about scuba diving. In the moment they told me that news, scuba diving became the most important thing in my life. I was like, dude, I can't scuba, dude? You take away scuba, my essence is gone. I was pissed. All right, you guys were great, man. Get over here, guys. Thank you.
Oh, Alvin's fine, you guys. Right up clearing. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna share some with you guys, all right? I'm a little sad. I'm like, okay. I'm sad. I'm sad that Game of Thrones is over. Okay? You guys watch Game of Thrones? Yeah, I'm sad, man. Not because I like the show or anything, but because Sunday nights were the best times to shop at Trader Joe's, you know? Alright. Alright, you guys ready for your next comedian? Yeah, you guys ready to keep this show on the road? Keep it going? Alright, right now, let's put our hands together. Let's get excited for Andy Jang!
Keep it going for Entree. Wow. It's hard to call me now. Now they learned that I have a perfectly round dick hole. Like, how can I tell the jokes? I just know my dick hole is perfectly round. That's why there's no ridges. It makes complete sense. Never thought about it that way. The dick hole thing, was I crossing a line? What's going on? I am based in LA, which means two things that I hate: driving and being a stereotype. Yeah. Like, I had to buy a used car out there, and I knew that the moment, I knew the exact moment that I was a bad driver was when I was more nervous about the negotiation. When I was more nervous about the test drive than it was about the negotiation. Like, I was like, here's $100, don't make me go on the freeway. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll buy it now. But I love New York though. New York is so diverse, right? You go down the street and you hear 18 different languages all saying fuck you, right? And the best part is they're talking to me. That's great. I love that. I used to work in tech. Anyone here work in tech? This joke is for that one guy back there. This next joke is for you. Tech companies are always trying to be so progressive, right? They're like trying to be as diverse and inclusive. Like our CEO was like, when you come to our office, please check your gender and your race at the door, right? And they also decided to remove all the men's and women's bathrooms and replace them with genderless buckets. It's like just a sexless poo bucket, right? They also started doing this thing where they published like the breakdown of every like race and stuff. Like you have seen this in Google and Facebook. Our company, they started publishing the breakdown of people's sexual orientation. Like last year, 10% of our workforce was gay, and a third of them were still in the closet. Like, how do they know that? How did they know? They also started doing this thing where they would also publish everyone's fetishes. Very progressive. Our CEO is really into feet, which explained Flip-Flop Fridays and Foot Job Mondays. Yeah, Foot Job Mondays, that was a dead giveaway. I was recently recognized in public for my comedy. Yeah. This is good news. This is good news. It's okay to cheer for that. Thank you. Thank you. Someone came up to me randomly yesterday and was like, hey, I love your TV show, Dr. Ken. Yeah. I was like, hell yeah. Have you seen Fresh Off the Boat? I also do that. Eddie Murphy the entire thing. That's all me. I play everyone. But a year ago, someone thought I was Bobby Kim. Or Bobby Lee. Jeez. Someone thought I was Bobby Lee. And because Ken Jeong is more famous than Bobby Lee, that's a sign that my comedy career is progressing. Right? Like, if I'm lucky, next year, someone might confuse me with Lucy Liu. Like, that's my Hollywood star now, you know? But I did recently, I got asked my favorite question, right? What are you? Like, who else has gotten that question before? What are you? Yes. I think it's only okay to ask that question if it's Halloween, right? If you're just like wearing an ambiguous costume, it's okay to ask that. But I'm Chinese, but I look Korean. I'm a white liberal's nightmare, you know? Always trying to figure me out. But I get it, because I get white people confused all the time. Like, when I watch movies and stuff, like, I thought that movie Face Off was about a gal with severe personality disorder, right? And like, that first season of Game of Thrones, everyone was white, and I was trying to make a joke about incest, but they beat me to it. Even that dragon became white, you know, like... But what's crazy is that there's so many different Asian ethnicities, right? But somehow we're all just one category in Pornhub. Like, what's up with that? An entire continent, one category. It's like as if there's a category just called holes. Just holes. I think my dick hole would be in that category actually. I think that would qualify for that. Yeah, that would qualify for that. But Asians do get, we do get some kind of racism in America, right? It's different kind of racism. Like, we don't really get followed around in stores unless it's a pet store. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a pet store. It's not my fault, I just like the biggest, fattest dog. I think they're cute. I think they're cute. That's what I'm trying to say. Cute. Yeah. How's everyone doing tonight? This is like a late show, so give it up for yourselves and coming out here. Yeah, give it up for yourselves. We're gonna roast soon. It's gonna be great. It's getting warm now, which means denying camping requests. I don't like going camping. Who likes going camping here? Yeah, camping. Yeah, camping. What is up with camping? Living is so much, it's so hard already. Why make it even harder? The thing is, like, the only people who ask me to go camping are white people, right? And I'm just like, why are they always trying to get me to go camping? Like, why do white people love camping so much? And I went once, and I saw my white friend just carelessly toss his bag on a flower, crushing it immediately. And then I realized, what is camping if not just gentrifying nature? Right? Just go out there, the first white guy goes in the forest clearing, and he's just like, this is all mine now. This is all mine. And then you see the bear just like, oh shit, they're coming to our neighborhood, better move upstream! Better move upstream! Watch out for those white people. They're gonna take our flowers and our pine cones. Yeah. Who's in a relationship? You two? Anyone else? Yeah. Just you two. And me and my partner, we're trying to meet new people now. We're trying to meet new people. We've been dating for a while, but we started doing double dates, right? Double dates. We're still trying to figure out the etiquette for double dating. Like, are you guys waiting till the third date for the orgy? Or like, how soon do you start that group text? You know, how soon do you start? Before meeting her, like, I use a lot of dating apps, right? Who's on those apps right now? Anyone? Woo! Yeah, Entree, nice, just you. Anyone who opens an app right now will find Entree, just, my friends, they would always, like, swipe on everyone, right? Because, like, that's how you meet girls, that's how you get matched, that's how you date. I'll swipe on everyone because when I got the occasional match, it tells me the app was still working, right? And so small victories. But, you know, I tried all those apps like Tinder and whatever, Coffee Bagel, whatever. My favorite dating app, Uber Pool. Because you always get a match. And you skip to the third date, because now you know where she lives. Right? Now you know where she lives. I'm all about efficiency, you know? This one time I was using Uber Pool to date, and I got matched with someone named Michelle. And I was so excited to meet Michelle, find out what street she lived on. But it turns out that Michelle is actually a racist French dude. Yeah. But I still got his number. So it's very progressive. You know, you can't say no to those opportunities, right? You just gotta grab that. Yeah. I was talking about The Godfather. I saw The Godfather recently. Awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, it's like Italian Game of Thrones. So it's Game of Thrones with a lot of this. A lot of just... And I was thinking, like, you can't really threaten a Chinese guy with a severed horse's head in his bed, right? You can't do that. Because all you've done is you've saved him a trip to the market. And you probably cured his impotence. Who else has that recipe? It's a great recipe. I was thinking the right way to threaten a Chinese guy is to take the foot of his bed and point it towards his door, so all that good luck flows right out of his house. Yes! Feng Shui joke. Hell yeah for Chinese metaphysics. That's gonna make a comeback. After this horoscope stuff, I guarantee you, Feng Shui is gonna come back. It's gonna be great. You've heard it here first. Yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm an only child. If you couldn't tell, I have a lot of only child energy, right? A lot of just like look at me, listen to my thoughts. They're better than yours. My feelings are real. I'm an only child because I was born in China during the one-child policy. Have you guys heard about this? Basically, for that woman back there, basically, it's the Chinese government saying that it's okay to get rid of your baby girls until you get a baby boy. That's what it basically was. And like the entire generation of Chinese boys are so proud to be the chosen gender until they all divergence, right? This is a real thing. My friends always ask me like, oh, aren't you lonely for being an only child? No, I have a lot of ghost sisters. Yeah. Ghost sisters. Yes. We thought that, yeah, no, I mean, she's great, you know. She's actually in a movie. You might have seen her in The Ring. Yeah, we thought she had something very special about her. We thought she might have been an athlete because she absolutely dominated the human crab race. Like growing up, she just crushed. I told my mom this joke and she was shocked, right? She was like, oh, you see her too. Shit. Just haunting the family. Oh man. It's fucking scary. Yeah. Sisters. I'll end with this one. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Not even I know. That's how great it is. If I don't know, how are you gonna know? I'll end with this. This is a good one. Yes, that'll be it. Give it up for yourselves.
Andy Chang, you guys. Let him hear it. Come on. Awesome. How are we doing tonight? Yeah? Is this past some of you guys' bedtimes? This looks like an older crowd. Alright. Oh, ouch. Easy. Try to have fun. We'll have fun, right? We're having fun? Good time? Yeah. What about you in the back right there? You in the back. I see you. Yeah, you go, what's this mean? You just touched your nose? Is that a secret signal? It's like, this is this? Alright, man. It's gonna be so weird. Okay. Alright, dude. Alright, man. Have a good time? Alright. Alright, everybody have a good time? We're just gonna pick our nose. Man. Happen. We got sports fans in here? Sports fans? Oh, okay. You guys know about the Robert Kraft? Robert Kraft, owner of the Patriots, right? A couple months ago, he got caught up. He was caught soliciting a sex act at a massage parlor. Did you guys hear about that? Yeah. They actually have video of it. That's how the FBI got him. It turns out it was actually oral sex, you know? That's why the NFL was so mad, because kneeling was involved. Yeah. All right, you guys ready? You guys have been waiting all night to see her, right? Let's start going. Come on, we need more energy than that. Come on, guys. Show some love, show some energy, show some positive vibes. Right now, come to the stage, make some noise, show some love for Hetty Rob.
Thank you. All right. I'm looking around the room. I see some cool looking people. I see you. But I definitely know that I am the biggest, baddest motherfucker in here tonight. I feel like you guys don't believe me. I can prove it to you. I'm looking around for some face tattoos. Now I know Justin's got a sleeve. Anyone got some badass face tattoos? Didn't think so. Well, I do. My eyebrows are tattooed. Hells yeah. Now, I know a lot of rappers and gangsters think that they started this badass face tattoo trend, but no, let me tell you something. Koreans, we the OGs of face tattoos. We've been getting face tattoos for centuries. Cause why? Cause we have no hair, like anywhere. Like this is real, but everything else is fake. Alright guys, black people are so cool. If you're not cheering, it's a little racist, I'm gonna continue. I think they're so fucking cool. They're good at so many cool things. Sports, singing, dancing, rapping, being the best president, sex, or so I've heard. And on top of all this coolness, like as if that wasn't enough, they have this word that only they can use, right? And I want to be a part of their exclusive clique so badly. You know, I want to be able to go up to them and be like, yo, what up, my N? But I can't. And yeah, that's not fair that only they can say that word. And then I realized, no, Hetty, don't be silly. Every race has words that only that race can say, right? Like white people. You guys are the only ones that can say, fuck you, mom. You guys also have, thank you for letting me go with just a warning, officer. And Asians, hey, we might have the best ones. This weekend, we're the only ones that can say, Happy Father's Day. Alright guys, so I was fucking my husband the other day, and true story, and he goes, whoa, Hetty, what's with the 5-second blowjobs? And I'm like, no, he's right. He is so amazing. I need to step up my game. So I thought, alright, where can I turn to for some new, kinky fetish ideas? And I thought, oh my god, R. Kelly, right? That motherfucker came out strong 2 decades ago. Peeing in girls' mouths, believing he can fly. And now there's a whole docu-series on him. And I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to watch this docu-series. I'm gonna have so many new crazy, sexy fetish ideas to bring to the bedroom. Has anyone else noticed that after that first golden shower, it's all just regular rape? Like vaginal sex, traditional rape. Guys, it's horrible. In the docu-series, so many victims are coming out, and the interviews, it's all some variation of this. The interviewer asks the victim, it's so brave of you to come out, please tell us, what did R. Kelly do to you exactly? And the answer, it's always some variation of this. He held me down like this, and then he fucked me like this. That's called the missionary position. The most boring sexual position known to mankind. Perhaps the first sexual position known to mankind? Right? That's probably how Adam and Eve were fucking, right? I have a toy poodle. She has more hardcore sex than R. Kelly. Like, come on, R. Kelly. Like, I am so disappointed in R. Kelly. Are you guys disappointed in R. Kelly? Yeah, guys, why do new moms, when they have a baby, and when they post their newborn baby photo on social media, why does the caption always include the exact height and weight? Like, is it just me, or is that, it's a little excessive in TMI? Like, does anyone here even know what the average height and weight of a newborn baby is? Right? It's just, I don't know, these moms, I feel like the only time it would be appropriate to know someone's exact height and weight would be before, a UFC fight, right? These moms, their captions, always some variation of this. Introducing the blue corner, he stands at 22 inches, weighing in at 6 pounds, 4 ounces, is Mason Aubrey. What are these moms trying to do? Are they trying to brag that their kid has a 2-inch reach advantage in life or something? Yeah, guys, please stop oversharing on social media. Now, having said that, you know what's even worse than oversharing? Undersharing. I know we all have that one friend who secretly removes their birthday on Facebook and expects us to remember? Who do you think you are? So guys, please find the right balance. Share the appropriate amount of information on social media. It's not that hard, right? Asian drivers, no survivors. I am here to personally apologize for that stereotype because I am a licensed driver and I don't know how to drive. So some people ask me then, how did you pass the road test? Well, how do you think I studied for it? I Googled how to drive. I don't know why there's YouTube videos teaching people how to drive, but that's how us Asians roll, right? We can study the shit out of anything and ace any exam. But yeah, I don't know how well that works after the exam. Because I was driving the other day, something happened. I'd like to call it art, like open to interpretation, like what us comics are doing here tonight. And my interpretation is I was badass Tokyo drifting off the road. But the other party involved, he's interpreting as vehicular manslaughter. So yeah, I'm dealing with that. What else is going on in the world these days? Who's following the Jussie Smollett trials? Quick recap. Jussie Smollett, gay black actor, who decided to stage a racist and homophobic hate crime by hiring 2 black actors to wear MAGA hats and attack him. And the reason he did this was to boost his publicity and celebrity and paycheck, which he clearly needed because he couldn't afford white actors. Hired the wrong race for a racist crime. And the grand jury indicted him on 16 felony charges that were all later just dropped by the prosecutor with no explanation. And so many different identities are outraged by this. Gays, blacks, even Trump supporters all coming together livid. And me, myself personally, my identity, as a former grand juror, am also outraged by you guys. I served my country for 25 business days on a grand jury. You guys don't know what goes into indicting felony charges. And for that to all just be dropped and not go to trial is the beginning of the crumbling of our American justice system. But now, he's facing a civil case where the burden of proof is a lot lower. So he's fucked. And I heard on the news that he's experiencing panic attacks. Last time I checked, that is a problem reserved for white people. I'm Asian, we also do not believe in panic attacks. Imagine telling your mom when you were little you can't study because you're experiencing panic attacks. You get slapped in the face, right? Like, Asians, like, we don't believe in a lot of the learning disabilities and mental health disorders that white people seem to love, right? Like ADHD, what the fuck, dyslexia, what is that? Depression, anxiety, right? Just try harder, just work harder, you know, that's our solution for everything. I told my mom once that I was, really constipated, my stomach really hurt. Well, just push harder, just sit on the toilet longer while studying, just try harder, just work harder. Who's watching sports this week? Anyone watching sports? Anyone watching sports in the next year? Please clap. Who's rooting for the underdog? Yeah, hell yeah, because that's a cool thing to do in America, right? We're for the underdog. Once again, I'm Asian and this concept does not exist in our culture. So I tried to explain to my family in Korea what an underdog is. I said in America, if you want to be cool, you root for the person or persons with less skill, less experience, just worse overall, just worse. But you root for them because that's a cool thing to do in America. They were very confused. They asked, is that how Trump beat Hillary in the election? I guess so. I didn't think of it that way. So yeah, Trump is building this fucking wall. And I just want to quickly revisit the 2 main reasons why. So reason number 1, he wants to keep the drug dealers out. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the price of cocaine is getting out of hand. Alright, I am a crazy rich Asian, and even for me, it's getting unaffordable. Have you guys seen those PSA ads on the subway? It reads, "Do you have a problem with crystal meth or heroin?" Yeah, I got mad problems. Problem number 1, they're so fucking hard to find in New York. 2, when I finally find them, they're so expensive. 3, when I do them, horrible quality. We need more drugs. We need more drugs to come into America so that, you know, supply and demand can do its thing, the prices of drugs can go down, and my money can be better well spent on the American GDP. Now, reason 2 for this dumb wall. Trump wants to keep the rapists out. Once again, I don't know about you guys, but some of the best sex I've had in my life were rape. So yeah, guys, that got me thinking. Does it still count as rape if you secretly enjoyed it? Guys, the answer is yes. What is wrong with you guys? I feel like the mood got a little dark, glum, and some of you are uncomfortable, and I think I know why. You guys assumed that I was the rape victim, didn't you? That is gender profiling. It is 2019. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. I was the rapist. Thank you very much. And some of you may be wondering how I raped a man. Well, this is America, so I bought a gun easily. When you look like this, there is no background check. Right? There might be a background check for you, sir. I'm really sorry about that. But I mean, these are just facts. Kidnapped a man at gunpoint, tied him up, raped him, and I know he secretly enjoyed it because he was hard the whole time. Just trying to be a social justice warrior here, guys. All right, you guys have been amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Hey, how about that, guys? That was fun. What's up? Let's let Hetty hear it one more time. Come on, guys. Okay, guys. And that concludes the stand-up portion of our mic, but this now